Hello again, welcome to another virtual phonics lesson. Today we're going to be focusing on another one of those really tricky sounds where it's the same sound but different spellings. So we're just going to get straight into it. You might recognise these in some words that we use a lot in our writing, but we're going to start with the first spelling that we're going to focus on today, and it's the eh sound. Does anybody know what the sound is when you put the two letters together? And eh. Well done if you've said you. Now this is where it can get a little bit confusing because it doesn't just say you, it also says oo. So it says you and oo, depending on the word that we use it in. So can we start by saying says you or oo, you or oo. Can you repeat that after me? Says you or oo. Well done. And I've given you a word here with this example of this digraph here, and the word is rescue. Can you point to the you sound in the word rescue, please? Well done. So we've covered the but we're also going to focus today on the w, and this also says you or oo. So can we say w says you and oo? Ewe says you and oo. You and oo. And I've written a word here as an example of the ewe spelling of you. Can you point to it for me? Well done. It's at the end of the word, and this is the word for you. For you. Well done. So this is quite a tricky sound because there's no real rule for us to learn. It is more just like our previous sound in that sometimes you just have to learn which words look the same and which words don't really suit that spelling of the word. However, in some words we have, for example, we have blue and we have blue. Now in these words they're both correct, but they both have a different meaning. So for the blue word with the spelling, that is the colour blue, whereas the blue word with the ewe spelling is it something blew away, if it blew away, whereas this is the colour blue. So in this case either one would be good depending on what your sentence is about or what your story is about. Now for if it was a different word, like something flew away, you can have a look and see which one looks best. Now if you were to write something flew away like this, you would be correct. But because we're just learning these sounds, if you were to write the version, we would know what you mean. So it just takes a little bit of practice to learn which type of spelling to use. But it would be a good job if you knew that it was the oo sound either way. But then we would just correct you to get the correct spelling. So now I'm going to do a challenge where I write down some words and I want you to see if you can guess which spelling of oo or you is correct. So I'm going to write This is the word few. Well done if you've said this one. It's a few. But remember, don't become too disheartened if you write the wrong version, because it's the same sound and it might take a little while for us to get this one. So we'll just keep practicing this one until we get it right. Okay, so we have few. What about drew? Then I drew a picture. Well done. It is this one here. What again? We have drew. And the more you look at some words, if it's not the correct spelling, it looks a little bit like a nonsense word, doesn't it? We've never seen this spelling of drew before. So it must be this one. So we have drew, and we'll do one more of this little challenge. What about glue? Glue. Can you point to the correct sound in glue? Well done if you said this one. It is our spelling of in this word glue. Well done. So we have our or u, and we have our or u. Now in your activities for this week, there is an phoneme story. So I thought for you to do by yourself. So I thought for today's phonics video, I would go over the story of as in with, so that you can have the one to try by yourself. So I want you to listen carefully to see how many or u sounds you can hear in this story. Remember, you can tally mark them, you can bunny ear count them, or you can just count them in your head. Just however you feel that you want to count them that is best for you. And we'll get started. Ben and Belle were going to visit their uncle who lived on the island of Lewis. They had to fly from Glasgow by plane. Belle was frightened and drew a picture as the plane flew. The crew were very friendly and they gave the twins gum to chew to keep them calm. Before they knew it, they were landing on the tiny runway on Lewis. Will I read it one more time? Ben and Belle were going to visit their uncle who lived on the island of Lewis. They had to fly from Glasgow by plane. Belle was frightened and drew a picture as the plane flew. The crew were very friendly and they gave the twins gum to chew to keep them calm. Before they knew it, they were landing on the tiny runway on Lewis. Well done. So I counted my own amount, but hands up if you got 5. Did you hear 5 words in there? Did you hear 6? Did you hear 7? I heard 7. Or did you hear 8 maybe? Maybe Miss Campbell's missed one. But I want to give yourself a big pat on the back if you got anything close to 7 there. So now I want to do a little extra quiz, because I feel that you are up to it. I'm going to take some of these words from the story, and I want you to see if you can point to them, the sound in the word. So we have the name Lewis. Can you point to the sound in Lewis? Well done if you've said here. I'll take another one. There were some great words in here. Crew. Can you point to the sound in crew? Well done if you said at the end. What about chew? Chew. And again, our oo sound in this word is at the end. Well done. Now I'm going to take some of their other spelling and I want to see if you can find the oo sound in these words. Well done if you said at the end there. What about a longer one? Well done at the end of statue. So we have glue and statue, and I'll need to think of one more. Again. Well done. So these are some examples of words that have our oo sound or u sound with the e w spelling and the spelling. So now it's your turn to go log on to Seesaw or Teams and get the activities for you to complete during the week. Don't forget to type in into YouTube Geraldine Giraffe with a w and Geraldine Giraffe with a so that you can explore Geraldine and all of the objects that she finds around her house. And that's us for today, and hopefully I'll see you next week. Bye!